Huh?
Images
Yo, welcome to Team RaddTitan, and this is the weekly collectors chat. This is chat number 392. So long we've been doing this, Jazz, for. If you don't know, I'm George, and over there, looking like a slightly disheveled David Baddiel, is Alex. We're going to be covering the latest news, what's been going on with us over the last week. It's been like 2 weeks for me. I've had chicken pox kids all over the house over the last couple of, for 3-4 weeks. I've been going through this, so I had a break last week because I needed some rest. And we're going to be covering what we've been doing over that time, what's been going on, if we bought anything, and we're going to be talking about the big issue at the moment, which is everywhere, all over the groups, everywhere, which is, as the thumbnail suggests, has Prime One Studios just declared war on its own collectors? So we're going to be talking about their socials, what they've been saying, and what it means for all of you, as well as our opinions on it and our opinions on them. So we'll also be fielding your questions. So if there's anything that you want to ask us or you want to talk to us about or you think is important that's going on in the community at the moment, the mic is yours. It is open. If you want to support the channel with a super chat, that's great. But we do try to read all your comments and we try to keep this as inclusive as possible, because this is where we get to basically check base with all of our friends and people that like to support the channel and come on when they can speak to us. So hope everybody's well and having a very blessed Thursday. So let's go on to Alex. You all right, brother? How are you?
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. My microphone's not working, so hopefully this one sounds okay. Hopefully it's charged. That's a whole good point. But yeah, I had an interesting week. Moved some stuff around, which I'll get onto a bit later on. What have I? Yeah, unboxed the XM Alien. That was mixed responses. It was good and bad for different reasons. Still haven't opened my Vulture. Yeah, moved a few bits around, but yeah, nothing crazy really.
Haven't got anything in other than that. Is that the last thing that was in? Is the alien? The alien high? Is it the alien high? Was it alien? Was it?
Yeah, Alien Warrior or Alien Warrior Hive or Alien Hive Warrior.
Black edition.
Always bet on black.
What you got, black?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's nice. It's been. I'm in the world of boxes at the moment because of basically I went up into the loft. I'm trying to take inventory of my loft, see what I've got, and in doing so, I've pulled some bits and pieces out, and man, it's just fucking crazy. My whole room is just covered with boxes, bro. Honestly, had a couple of arrivals. I had the X-Force Wolverine turn up. I've had the Conan the Barbarian Fury of the Beast armor turn up, and the box is actually pretty massive. It's quite interesting because it's like it's a meter of the box long, but it's only like 53 wide. So it's it's actually manageable. It's tall, but it's manageable. It's not too wide. It's actually not that bad. It's just tall.
No, I mean, I think I probably blocked that out of my mind because I remember we had the conversation about it. I don't remember the box being very big because I got two boxes exactly the same size because I got the Conan and someone sent me the body as well, and it was in the actual art box and shipper. So when I got it, I sold the body straight away, and then I did sell the statue, which I did regret quite a lot. But I think I must have sold it because of how big that box was, because otherwise my whole intention was to keep the body and then kind of get the white version. Because he comes with three arms anyway, and the body for that Conan is the whole ape, the whole of Conan missing one hand. So basically, so it would have been perfect to just get a custom base. And
I got the white one. So I mean, I've always wanted the white one. We've reviewed the exclusive a long time ago. Which has really a low edition size. I didn't realise, but there's only 250 of those. I always wanted the white one, so I'll be unboxing that in 4K as soon as I can get my shit together in regards to this, because I've got to get this sort of moved out and sorted.
The white one.
Huh?
Black. 250 of the white one or the black one?
No, it's the black one is 250.
Oh wow.
The exclusive is 250 edition size, which is the black ape. Everything else is the same. And the white ape is 1000 edition size.
Yeah.
So it's quite low, because I mean, I think that's considered, I mean, they call it an exclusive, but what it really is a variant.
Yeah.
If we're being honest with each other, it isn't really an exclusive, it's more a variant because it's a different paint scheme. There's no other changes, and the edition size is really, really low. So that's usually how Sideshow do variants. Today, that's what they do. I mean, I'm going to sell the Batman variant that I have, the 100 edition size one, with all the bats. I haven't even got it out of the box. I can't face it. So just I'm going to let that go. Which is kind of sad in a way, because I think if I got it out, took pictures of it, it'd sell a hell of a lot quicker.
Yeah, so basically I'm trying something different here. And what's happening is I've got it so it's we're doing it on vertical and on horizontal at the same time. So some of you will be over there and some of you will be here. Unfortunately, the comments all come to me. I see all the comments here, but it does it in a way I didn't realize there's two separate streams. So some of your comments will be on one stream and some of your comments will be on the other one, which is quite annoying actually. So I'll see how it goes, and maybe I want to do this again. But so I can see all your comments. Don't worry about that. But you probably might, the problem is you might not be able to see each other's. Let's see who we got in there talking about the comments. So epic fail. Looking forward to this one. Been a little while. Good evening, gents. How you doing?
Hey, brother, you
Storm
good?
Shadow. How you doing?
Hey,
Collecticus.
man.
Evening, everyone. Dave Wolf in the house. How you
Welcome,
doing?
brother.
Leon, how's it going, Leon? Dave Wolf. Also, with Hexapism Prime 1, prices for delivery is cheaper that way. Surely they must see there's an issue. Obviously, don't care. Yeah, yeah. Chris, how you doing? Welcome to the party. And Storm Shadow, be on the monitor version. And let's see. When did the stream start? No, we're waiting Geo at that time. Gonna get another beer. Maybe Brian one already got to Geo. Leon, how you doing? We are live.
Yes, we are.
Chickenpox sucks. What's up, guys? Across, how you doing? Mitchell Lawrence in the house. Annie, how you doing? Hi there. I'm not reading the whole name, I'm afraid, because I will absolutely butcher it. We tried last week, 2 weeks ago. Cat Dad, able to get live finally. Josh in the house, Boombox. What's up, fellas?
Welcome, brother.
And yeah, why are the comments different? It's like short here. What is like short here? Yeah, you can go into the other one, Chris, if you don't like it. We're off to watch on PC. Swap over, Josh. If you look at the top of the comments, there's two links. So there's one for the monitor and there's one for phone. How's it going? Hope you're well. How are you doing, Ledge? Prime One's new policies already aiding their customers. And we're going to talk about that actually. There's some interesting things that one of our mods found out. I was watching the TV. I write comments on the phone. Okay, that's going to fuck you up then. I hope you're both well. Thank you, Alex, Darren. Darren, thoughts and prayers go out to you and your family, Darren. You take care of yourself. And, yeah, we're here, buddy. Let me know if that piece arrives as well. And yeah, so we're caught up there. So basically, if you are on two different links, yeah, unfortunately, I didn't realize it was going to be two links. So
Are you just being too technical for your own fucking good, my bearded friend?
yes.
It's what happens when you go through ideas without consulting me. You understand
Well,
this?
no, I didn't. It is something that popped up on StreamYard, and it was a button. It was just clicked like a little thing that said yes or no, and I was like, yeah.
So what does that do? Yeah.
Yeah, go on, let's do it.
Shouldn't I? Why shouldn't I?
So I did that, and yeah. All right. So what about yourself? So you got all those pieces in. What have you got? Anything else coming in on the way, or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, I've paid for the City Hunter Predator by Infinity Studios. That's done. It's paid for, so I just have to go pick it up. But I'm in the process of moving some things about in my room because I kind of want to display the alien and the predator in it. So I've got to move some things.
Yeah,
I've sold a couple of busts. Um, so I've done a couple of Bowen busts. I've sold a couple of statues, and I've still got a few that I think I'm going to sell as well.
yeah,
So I've got that. So I've got the predator to pick up. I've started paying for Lutz, the original premium format quarter scale. I'm thinking about making an offer on this Darth Vader, the actual statue one. I was been thinking about the Mythos one and getting the new one. But I really like the movie one in quarter scale, the newish one that Sideshow did. I think it was in
mm,
2022.
yeah,
I was talking to somebody, but I haven't checked my phone for a little while because I've been busy. I was talking to somebody about that, but that's not sort of final or done yet. I'm expecting Man Bat probably soon. I'm expecting
yeah.
um, Omega Red and Ultron from XN soon. So like, I really need to get my fucking finger out of my ass because at the moment, look, I'll show you. Look at that,
Hmm.
there's shit everywhere. That over there, that
Yeah.
fucking
It's funny
thing
because
used to be. There's fucking
mine,
Bane by the door. There's just shit everywhere. I need to start sort of getting on point really with it.
yeah,
So
I'm just saying it's funny because like yours is messier than mine at the moment, which is very
yeah, I
uncommon.
mean, look, I have like in this room, I've behind there, I've got a Scarecrow which I still need to unbox and review the exclusive. I've got the He-Man and Panther which I still haven't fucking opened. This is
Okay, wow,
going.
man.
So the X-Force Wolverine is going. I've got XM Studios Hawkeye in this little box here that I need to unbox and review. I've got Mad Modoc, which I've done. So there's pictures on the chat for this. I've unboxed that and reviewed it. That's done. I've got Odin over here. I've got the Alpha 3 Studio Cyclops here because I'm moving things around, but that's in the box and boxed up. And then I've got Fury the Beast Bane there, so it's crazy. I've got to organise this, and then I've got things coming in, so I've got to sort of get. You know what it is? I'm fucking terrified of a knock on the door. I'm scared of my door at the moment. I'm scared to have somebody knock on it. I think I'm going to fucking take out the fucking batteries from my Ring doorbell and just hide because every fucking time someone comes to the door with a big box, I'm like, fucking, it's just more shit I need to go through and organise.
I told you Logan's time messing with me where he went to the window. He was like, he pulled the curtain back. He was looking at the window. He goes, "Daddy, big fan." I was like, "Oh, okay, buddy." Like, "Daddy, man, big parcel." Like, yeah, daddy
Yeah.
parcel. Like, daddy parcel. I'm like, maybe. It's like, come, daddy. And I go there. There's no fucking man with a van or a man with a fucking parcel of shit.
Uh, welcome.
Yeah, I heard this joke actually that made me laugh today. It's probably like quite up your alley actually. As
Good.
it's about you never use a Ouija board to contact a dyslexic spirit. And it's like, have we got a spirit in the house? Q Z P I J. Is that you, Steve? It's made me
Is that
want to laugh
it?
because it's dyslexic ghost, so he can't
Oh,
spell
all
his
right.
name.
Oh, okay. I like dad jokes more.
Yeah, yeah.
I heard one the other day and I said it to Jenny. She didn't laugh, but I find things really funny. Like it goes like this. It goes, yeah, fucking, it'd be like me saying it like this. I'd be like, oh, trying to teach the kids, like, I'm trying to teach the kids Spanish. Arthur just can't say please in Spanish. He's 4 years old and he can't say please. I mean, that's por favor, isn't it?
Oh God. It's like you probably like that guy. And, what's his name? Like Tim Vine. He was quite funny, but all of his stuff was like proper dad jokes. proper.
Yeah, I enjoy it. There's these two guys I watch sometimes. Like, they just come up, and I'm not following them nothing, but they come up, and they're like sitting on a fucking dryer or something. They're like shaking,
Oh yeah,
and they've got like wine in their hand, and they do them kind of jokes, and I just fucking laugh. I find it the whole thing. I find that whole sketch just like hilarious.
You said one to
It's well
me.
funny.
Yeah. It was bullshit, the one you sent me the other day. Yeah. But we've got quite a lot to go through today. So where do you want to start? Where do you want to start?
I'm easy. I'm good. I'm here for the battle. Let's go.
Right. Well, do you want to go into toilet spec fiction first of all, then?
Yeah, I think it's best to start off. I mean, we're going to show you some pictures of the reventure stuff that they shared at the Monster Palooza 2026. But this chat is sponsored by our good friend Todd Johnson from Spec Fiction Shop. If you don't know him, you should know him. If you're after any sort of statues, if you're after anything, whether it be sort of licensed or not, or whether it be whatever scale or not, anime stuff, whatever it is, you want to be getting over and checking out his sort of store and shop. It's been around for a really long time, even longer than we've been in this game. And it's one of the most trusted outfits, in collecting. And we're really excited for what he's doing with Reventure with David Igo, who is, definitely a creative genius. So they're going to be doing some exciting stuff. But you should check him out, and he has some crazy discounts and deals going on, and he sells some really wicked stuff. So yeah, get over there and check him out.
Definitely. And so also FK fuck Mondays. I stopped collecting like 8 years ago. I came back and glad to see you boys are still holding down. Yeah, we're going strong. Going strong.
I mean, it's what it is. I don't think you're ever going to really lose it. I'm sort of getting to I'm getting to this sort of dark spot in my own psyche, which is just like, I've come to I don't know, I think it's because Alex has like got his room sorted and all of this, that my idea of what my collection's going to look like when it's in its new setup, I'm thinking to myself, it just might be just too busy. So I'm getting into the point now where I'm thinking I need to trim like about 30% of my collection down and just really sort of hone in on a few really exceptional bits of work that I want to keep and really try and trim a bit of the fat off. So that's really where I'm at in my own mind at the moment. It's not that I don't want to slow anything down. I just think I need to focus a bit better than I have been.
Well, the thing is, as well, is I mean, I've sold over 20 pieces, and I still don't have enough space for the pieces I have.
Yeah, you are.
So, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
No, so basically, I mean, yeah, I've still got a lot of stuff I want to sell, but then again, I had a lot of stuff where I had intentions to like repair it and do all this type of shit, and just never really got around to it, and just like sitting there for ages. I literally had something like that Silver Surfer was broken for like, I don't know, like 10 years, you know.
I have a whole line. I have a whole line that basically is on display. Like, I have a whole, like the Batman and Rogue sort of situation. I've got a Batman up there, but I'm going to sell it. But then I've got, like, I even forget. I've got like Joker, Bane, Penguin, Riddler, Scarecrow. Who the fuck else? There's probably more. Man Bat's on the way. I've got like probably 10 Batman statues that none of them are on display. Oh, Superman. Superman, Darkseid.
Someone was talking to me about, do you think Geo will be interested in Mr. Freeze? And I go, maybe, but we won't be able to display it. And he goes, oh yeah, well, we can talk about it. I go, but it ain't the exclusive one. I go, I don't know if Geo might want the exclusive.
The exclusive's a little fucking dome with the girl in it, innit? His wife or his daughter. Yeah. Wife. Yeah. Thing is with that statue with Mr. Freeze is it's distinctly uninteresting. It doesn't really, I don't know. I think the suit is kind of like, classic sort of suit. It's a bit like
yeah, underwhelming.
Yeah.
Why trim 30% when you can add 30% space by building an extension to your home?
Do you know what it is? It's got nothing to. It's got nothing to do with how big the room is. It's got everything to do with how you fill it. I've just been noticing recently. I've been watching like rooms and things like that, and some like I watched this guy, right, and I don't know who he was on RaddTitan, and he shared, and it was an absolutely breathtaking like basement, right, and it was like loads of space, more than I'll ever have to display my stuff, much more. And it was literally wall to wall statues all the way around it. And I looked at it, and then my first part was like, "Oh, that's fucking really cool." And then there was this other part of me that went, "You know what? That's too much." And there's so much going on in there that I can't see the gems through the fucking rest of it because it's just too busy. And then I was started to go, "Oh my god, I think mine's gonna get like that." I'm going to have this big fucking room, and my idea was put all this stuff out. It's going to be like 100 fucking odd statues, 150 statues in there. And I'm just a bit like, no one's going to be able to see anything good. It's just going to be just a wall of like, of detail. And I don't think you see things that way. I kind of like, I watched a video the other day as well where Mad X was on it, and he was doing the Conan. And I was looking at his background. He just had basically Bestas, and I don't know his setup is like now. It's probably much more impressive today. But there was something about just statue all on its own, and then next to it was another statue all on its own, and it was basically them. They were compartmentalized, and something about what I saw that I was like, you know what? I think I like that. I think I like that more than just sort of on their own.
He currently has a row of Vestas which are only one high, and they're on their legs. He has like some statues and smaller statues in there, and then he has all J and D across them, and then he has like one wall there, and then he has like two little chairs with a little table, and then he has the whole wall is max 40s, so like 3 max 40s, and I think they go 4 across, and then he's got a desk. And then
I just think I kind of want to. I think I just want to go a bit like this, and then I want to sort of go okay. And I'm going to buy as I'm sort of getting rid of other things. And I think, I'll sell like 3 and buy 1. You understand what I mean? I'll sell like 4 and buy 1. And I think I'm going to go like a bit like that. I'm really happy with the Alien that I got, and I've always wanted it. I'm really happy with the Conan. I haven't unboxed it yet, but it's something I always wanted. So then, the Predator is something a Predator I always wanted. So I'm going to look at some stuff. And Darth Vader, I definitely want. I've always wanted one, and I'm just going to be like, you know what, I want an exceptional one. So I'm just going to try and get it right. So that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, Chris, that's the XM Hive Alien up there. I just unboxed that last week, and luckily it just fits in that case. There's a whole story behind that, but yeah. I need to sort my room out as well. Currently set up suited for Lego, but I woke up one day and just hated the fucking things. They're expensive. Legos are expensive as well.
Yeah, but I completely can understand what you're talking about. Like, you know what I mean? Hey, man, welcome.
Drinking Guinness today, by the way.
Good for you. But you're going to war, so let's get it done. Bit of Dutch courage.
Is the LBS Superman that's not on display, Geo? Is that the one you might be selling?
No. I think that I've got a few sort of lines that have just got a little bit inflated. I feel like my X-Men line has got a little bit inflated. I genuinely do. I like X-Men, but I feel it's got a bit out of hand. And I'm going to move on to some X-Men pieces, I think. I've got rid of Nightcrawler already. That's gone. Somebody started fucking me around with this Colossus, like bothering me that he wanted it, weren't even up for sale. And it was like, you know what I mean, pushing it and then just absolutely fucking waste my time with that. So just a few X-Men pieces, I think, because I forget about them as well, but I've got quite a lot of X-Men. So I think a few of them need to go. The Batman that Sideshow did, I'm selling, which is the black variant with all the bats, where like the bats are in his cape. Yeah, there's only 100 of those. I'm selling that, so if anybody wants that, should reach out to me. Yeah, just stuff like that. Really, I've got a couple of fan art pieces that are up, like Nova. I can't remember if anything else is listed at the moment. But
Black Panther.
yeah, the Sideshow Black Panther exclusive is up. That's very reasonable priced as well for how good that piece is. So that's up too. Yeah, there's a few bits and pieces up there. I've sold a few Bowen busts as well. Yeah, so just trying to like trim it a little bit. That's all.
All right, so the Quakes were buried flanks to his crowded basement, very expensive grave. Definitely like their statues would focus on displays, display them right, yeah, for sure. Very nice. Is there a view coming out of the hive or did I miss it? Yeah, I did an unboxing video. I'll try and get a review done at some point. We've got like quite a lot of videos actually to post, just waiting on YouTube where I'm trying to just post 2 a week because there was a time where we had a big load of videos one time as well. And I get like, I want to post them all straight away, but then, no, I just want to post them. I want to post them like every day, but then you've got to be, just spread them out, you know.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, Michael, I got it, but yeah, very nice, very classic looking. Something like literally reminds me of my old display as well. Very cool, nice pieces in there. Been a while. Hope all's good with you and yours. Yeah, hope you're good too. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Nice to see you both. It was funny picking up some alien pieces. I watched Geo's Warrior unboxing earlier. Great to hear the reaction to it. Cheers, Matt.
Yeah, I was very happy. Very, very happy. Still.
All right. What we're going to do is, I think we'll just pull the pictures up straight away because we've got a lot of stuff in those pictures anyway to go through. So let me get those up. Hold on, let me do this. I'll change it over now, am I? Which one is it? Is that one? And then oh no, actually it's room one, isn't it? Well, god damn.
You need to employ one of them fucking COC guys to do this shit. They're much better than you.
Fuck off. You should do it.
I like this. This is nice.
Yeah, I got these set up. So these are the old kind of classic pieces. They fit in there quite nicely. Quite happy with how they fit, really. Because
I think you should put the exclusive head on that Bat Superman, though.
I don't know. I like the plate. I like the regular head.
I know what you're saying, but you see how Batman's head is looking sort of down and straight at you. If you put Superman's exclusive head on you, that's what his head does. It faces down and straight at you.
Okay.
Your one is the regular looks up to the side ever so slightly, so it's different position. And I feel like with the symmetry there, I think the exclusive head would look better. You'll know as well because you'll change them and you'll look at it and you'll go, "Yeah, I'm right," because I'm always right. But that's the point.
Yeah,
it looks very cool though. When you see Lobo with other statues, you just realise how fucking good Lobo is.
Well, yeah, it is a really nice piece.
You put that with that, and Lobo's to stand out immediately. Just looks miles ahead of everything else there. Such a fucking good piece out of the boat. Such a nice statue that.
The only problem was with my my Lobo, the trousers went.
I think lots of people's, man. I don't think it's yours. The choice of material is a real problem.
Yeah. All right. Just trying to.
What am I looking at? Some gay valley. What are you doing now?
No, it's not. Fuck off. My background. I'm just trying to sort something out. Because on the other chat they can't see our picture. No, it doesn't matter. They can't see us. Oh well.
I want to see us anyway. Look at statues. Much more fun.
Yeah. Background, that one. Overlay, that one. Okay, that'll do for now. All right. So if we go through these, yeah. So just to move some stuff around my room, really. It's just got some
Yeah.
pictures, a few bits here. So that goes like leads on to our segue of our other sponsor, which is displaybox.co.uk. They sponsor us, and basically I got my cases from there. So if you're in the UK or even some other places, they can supply those as well. But they have their official
Europe.
UK laundry case, and you can literally get your cases within 48 hours delivered to you because they keep stock, and that's how their business model works. One of the main problems with um, watch your space is the fact that their lead time is so long, and by the time you get it, it's just like it can be over a year. So with we'll just display box basically go on there with 48 hours, bang, you can get it. Also, you reach out to Ian on Facebook. He's great. You can go through things with you, can discuss things with you, discuss your ideas. If you have any concerns about weight, basically, that venom is probably about 90 pounds. That venom is really fucking heavy. Actually, probably about 75 pounds. But it's really heavy, and there's no problem with it being there. Also, these two guide pieces heavy, So yeah, there's no problem with weight. So basically, you can discuss it. Some of the old models have different weights, different things. Definitely check them out. Scan the QR code, and you'll be able to get through there. As I say,
Yeah.
there's
That's why I was waiting for some
my,
pictures of the actual cubes themselves.
yeah. So basically, I've got some pictures as well that I might put like here, either side of them. So I'm going to try and work out a way to put them up. Superman, just doing that. This actually is an idea I'm having. I've been talking to Craig, and he basically has the same kind of size as me, like behind me. I'm thinking I might change them to this. So these aren't to scale. So these top ones are the same size as the two left and right ones. Um, and I'm thinking about changing to that. So it gives me an extra two uh, tall long ones and an extra wide one.
How do you
Um,
do that? How do you change that?
how?
Yeah.
I'll have to take them apart. It'll be a bit of a pain in the ass. But basically, all the stuff behind me will still be there. The only one that will move is this one will move over there, and then I'll get another one of these
What you're
these
saying to
big
me is
ones.
all your spreadsheeting and planning and drawing in different colours, you still fucked up.
No, I didn't fuck it up. I just, I realised that you just got kind of thought like, okay, I'm going to give it, because I don't want to cram it and stuff like that. And then I look at it and I'm like, yeah, fuck it, let's cram it all in there. Fuck it. So I'm thinking about doing that anyway. So, watch this space. Watch this space. Do you think the XM Rhino is underscaled? I don't think he's underscaled, but the problem is he's just crouching a lot. Um, I mean, I'm looking at him now, and I've got Lizard there, uh, Electro, Rhino. Um, his head looks a little small, but then again, I don't think he's under scale. I think he's just really like kind of like the position he's in. He's running and he's kind of about to push off, so it's kind of a bit compact. I don't think he's under scale though because he's fucking big. So no, I don't think so. No, until I look at it to think about it. But no. And there's your box. There you go.
The box Alex said wasn't too big. Cunt.
Yeah. It's not that big. Yeah. If anyone does watch Primal, let me know if it's worth watching season 3. because I've seen the first two seasons and the first episode of season three, but I don't feel like you need to watch season three. So let me know if you do. If it's worth watching. Here you go, your Modoc.
Oh yeah, so I got this. I've had this for a while actually. It's been sitting there, so I unboxed it. So this is the Modoc by Kutrek Brothers. Sculpted this. Bowen Designs, art direction, and I think this is something called a like an exclusives preview or something. It's actually quite rare, so it's worth quite a bit of money. So it's a nice piece.
Well, that's the thing with Bowens back in that time, especially the busts. I mean, I've got a bust where it's like 13,000 edition size. The one of the Spider-Man ones, or
Yeah.
12,000 is like, wow, you know. So yeah, it's a 650 is a very low edition size for Bowens.
Mhm. This is different as well because it was only exclusively sold through one particular place. This exclusive previews, exclusive thing was sold like via a catalog, so it's actually really it's quite rare. So it's hard to
Is it
sort of
like
get
a
hold of.
Rocky's Vault or no?
Nah, it's not that. It was sold by some comic like fucking Diamond something comic like book. And it's just that's why it's like quite sought after, this one.
Hmm.
Not to mention it's done by two of the best in the business, the Kutrick brothers. So it's pretty cool.
There's always this like what not like a mythology of it, but there's always this thing about no one's ever seen both brothers or something.
Oh yeah.
There's always this thing about it, yeah. So there's like, is there really two brothers? Are they really brothers? You know, yeah, it's
So
funny.
Janet, not Janet, it's the Latoya Jackson thing, isn't it?
As they do that as well. Yeah. My girlfriend looked
It's
at this one.
nicely
She's
put
like,
together. It's a
"Oh
nice
my
paint, nice sculpts, heavy,
yeah,
nice piece.
yeah." I looked up on eBay. It was going for. I think one of them was selling for like £1,200. I was like, "Fuck,
Yeah.
jeez." It's a cool little piece though. It's cool.
Oh yeah, it is. It's all set up. It's nice and it's really well done. The teeth are great, eyes are great, sculpt is on point. Holding his little funny
Mm.
helmet thing, his little handle thing, which is fine, hilarious little joystick.
They
It's
well
pretty
fucked
cool.
him
And you
up.
can put it next to the AIM guys.
Yeah,
So,
they fucked him up big time in the movie.
did they? I didn't watch it.
Yeah,
What was it in?
the Ant-Man movie.
Ah, yeah, I think it was shit in that one.
Yeah, with Kang. It was just that guy. I can't remember his name. He's the guy who's in Strain and some other stuff. I can't remember his name now, but yeah, he was in it. That's nice, nice piece.
Yeah, yeah, it's nice, man.
Have you seen? I'd like to see the sideshow one. I'd be very interested in seeing that.
Mm. When I saw the
Yeah,
sideshow one, I decided I needed to buy this one.
yeah. The way they did Modok in Ant-Man 3, yeah, it was horrendous. It was so bad. Have you seen? Actually, I'll go into it later. Got a picture to remind me. But yeah, loads of detail. This one breaks. This one has a lot of breakages, doesn't it? Or no?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, you got to look after this. This is why if you got a mint one, it'll go for quite a bit of money.
Hmm. There you go. So this is me. I got a box. Girlfriend literally was like, "The fuck have you got now?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's an alien." And she changed her fucking tune. Then I'll tell you that she's a massive alien fan. As soon as I told her it was an alien, she's like, "I'll open it up." I can't open it now. I open it. Literally, she was like telling me, open it. And I think it
I felt
came
like I was
in.
like that with Keith with the Predator. He was just a bit like, "Come on, let's put it together." And I was a bit like, "Oh,
She's like, "You gotta open it now." And I'm like, "No, I've got to go pick up Logan in a minute." It's like,
fuck Logan,
no,
open the eye alien."
you can open it up. Tony. I'm like, no, it's like fucking £1 a minute if I'm late. Fuck off. That's what they try and do, don't they? They sell the things like every minute you're late is £1.
No, I
Try and
don't
do
get that.
that. Craig just in from the pub. This could go anyway. Yeah. Just talking about you, Craig, by the way. Just talking about you. So yeah, that's this. It came out really nice. The only
Is
kind
that
of
your
concern,
fucking picture? You're not taking pictures with your unboxing.
no, really, I didn't take many pictures of that because I
You're
was
a
filming
fucking idiot, honestly. You're like really are. What you should do is like what you do when you do your unboxing. So you unbox, you take out the base, right? You talk about it, very easy. Then you say, right, now I'm going to go put it down and we'll get the next bit out. Then you turn the video off, go switch to photo, take a fucking picture of it, then put it down and continue on that process all the way through the unboxing. You should really have
it.
photos of your unboxing, like every part of it. You should be able to show that because that is you don't. I can't see any of the details on this now because you fucking can't be bothered.
I'm going to take pictures later. I was just in a rush to get it out
That's
the
no
fucking box.
fucking good later because now it's built. I want to see it in your fucking hand. I want to see the skin, the tones on it. I want to see the light hit it. I want to see the fucking little face buster, chest buster things. What are they called? Face huggers. I want to see them. I want to see what they look like. See,
Oh no, you're
when
talking
you
about
see them
like
in a
box.
person's hand, you get an idea of what things look like. I've got no fucking idea what that looks like now.
It sounded
Fucking
like you're talking
shadowy
about like
in the
box
dark,
as well. You're
fucking
like,
ninja
I
alien. What
want
the
to see
fuck?
it. I want to see it in your hand. I want to see the skin. I want to see
You're
it
so
glistening underneath.
fucking lazy. I don't understand. You're already doing it. Why wouldn't you just take a picture of it?
Yeah, it's done now. Anyway, I got it out, and whoever took the picture, whoever did the measurements at XM can go fuck themselves because they are so wrong. Literally, like that's the Ripley. She's an overscaled 1/4 anyway. This
It
is
looks perfect though.
this is a 1/3 piece, and
Yeah, but that looks perfect. That's a good scale. That's a good size
well,
alien for her.
what happened as well was the face huggers basically the typical XM and stuff and Prime One do it as well, where you have like these random pieces on the back that just give you unnecessary depth. You can't even
Yeah, I
fucking see
fucking
it.
hate that.
So there was a face hugger on the back. I've actually moved him up a bit. Yeah,
Mm,
I moved him up a bit now. So basically, there's a face hugger where I took it off the back so I could push it back like another centimeter to get it
uh.
in there, and then I put it on her railing. So basically,
What
it's like
kind of
further off the
alien is
railing
that?
down.
Is that a big chap? Is that meant to be a warrior? Is that a big chap?
Well, the thing is like you get a big chap head and a warrior head.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Now, you see, if you'd have taken the pictures of them, I'd fucking know that, wouldn't I?
Anyway, so with the warrior head, there's like a weird thing on it anyway, which I don't like. But I'm going to do a review, so don't
What,
worry.
what's weird about the warrior head?
It's got this thing on it where on the back of it, it's got battle damage, and then the pipes that go back. So the skin is kind of peeling away, and then it's got like these the pipes and cabling underneath, and then it has this like oxidization going on, where it
Okay.
has like the like the blue that you have on copper is like
Uh-huh.
there. It's quite weird, really. And then I'm looking at it and I'm like, in no alien film or anything ever is
Look
there a
like that.
time where when they get shot in the head, it's like they get shot in the head and it's like a hollow mass, isn't it? And it's just the fluorescent blood in
Is
there.
that see? Can you see the skull through that one then? That proper big chap.
No, it's not a skull. It's not a skull. Oh, yeah, that one, yeah. But the warrior, yeah, it's just this weird cabling and stuff underneath. But fuck off, Chris. Oh, hang on. And you, Chris. Fuck you both.
You're
Uh,
saying you should have done that.
no, wait, I'm just gonna catch your comments here. Yo. So just go over in the pub. How's it going, chaps? Hope all things going well. Hope you're good too. Cheers, fellas. Need to review it. I will get it out to review. Still waiting for Geo's Warrior. We posted the review, I think, did we?
Unboxing, yeah.
Oh, the unbox. Okay. You tell him, Geo. Geo sounds like the Prime One customer service if your statue has issues. I have to say I'm not keen on XM Alien, either of them. I like um I like the other one where he's like lunging forward, but it's just so deep, like so deep. And I like the little Jonesy as well. I think that's quite a cool little touch. It would have been much easier to explain the other picture. Fuck off. Was that Esperanto, the Gathering? That was it. I don't know what that is. Do you know what that is, George?
No.
Looking at the alien statue, and it reminds me so much of my wife. Not talking about Ripley statue.
I like the scaling of them, though. I think the scaling's really good. So I think you've done well there. Because
No,
Ripley's, that's a big bitch, that is. She's big.
also did I did this thing with Ripley as well, where I made her like mains. I can power her by mains. Prime One are basically living 10 years in the past, and basically Ripley is three AA batteries, which actually AAA batteries, which I absolutely hate. In their defense, they did it so that the battery pack is on the side of the statue and is like hidden really well actually. But
Hmm?
so it's not like underneath where you normally lift it up and get the battery
Yeah, that's
cover
a
off.
fucking arse, that
Really
is.
hard. So in their defense, they did do that, but still, when you have it in display and you kind of want to be able to light it up and turn it off, light up, turn it off, it's just a pain in the ass. So I did a video about it actually, where I got this thing. It's actually for Christmas tree lights, and I've linked it up to a Wi-Fi plug, so I can actually use my phone and turn it on and off. So it's pretty good, pretty good. So that's the measurements they gave, which is 78 high. That was correct. And 37 deep and 37 wide. No, 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 it's not that
What is
at
it?
all. It's first of all, that pose that they've got there
Hmm?
is like, um, I mean, my thing is like 46 deep, and the way I have it is pushed right back, and he's literally this piece here touching the glass. So there's no this way here that they have it is even deeper than that. So the way here is going to be like 58, probably up to like close to 55 to 58. I'd say that way around.
Wow. Okay.
And they say 37. And then
Oh,
width
shit, that's
wise,
really off.
well,
Really off.
width wise, the tail sticks out so much. The tail sticks out ridiculously. So their tail goes a different way. I've got the tail wrong. The tail as well going in a different direction. Shit, did I fuck that up?
I
Maybe
reckon you
hopefully.
have.
But anyway, so no, no, someone else told me as well that their measurements are wrong, and they said that when they took out the box, they measured the base, and the base is 37 by 37.
Oh, okay.
They measured the base without any face huggers on, and that's how they
Oh, no.
do it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. But it got in there in the end. I'm happy with how it looks. Um, Christmas is the best time of the year. So there's Draven. I took out the saber tooth and a few busts, just sorting them out, cleaning them, and that dog was sitting there, well suspicious. I don't know what he was doing. He was just sitting there staring at Rhino, literally staring at Rhino in the face. And I'm like, Draven, what are you doing? And he's just there, like not even moving, just staring in the corner. Well, creepy. So yeah. This then is now the collector thing, rate my collection. We're going to do that, yeah?
Sure, yeah, I'm up for it.
So we're going to go through this, quite a lot of pictures. So we're going to go through and start off. So this is like a Melbourne versus Capcom kind of cube there, it looks like. A few Bowens, a few other pieces there as well, no?
Well, I mean, it's definitely Bowen stuff there, and then I don't know about that Thanos in the back left. That's not a Bowen one.
Koto
See them
man.
still surfer through the other side. Love the classic
Yeah,
Magneto. It's a nice piece, underrated that is, and that Venom's still one of the best.
yeah. And then you got the that is the Bowen Galactus, is it?
Yeah, it could be.
Is it? I don't think it is.
Yeah,
Is it?
I don't know. It could be. I don't know. It looks like it has joins though. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's just me.
Oh, it could be. That could be his foot behind. Actually, it might be the Bowen one. Sorry.
Go up. Go up.
I thought, yeah, no, it might be because
Yeah, I think that's it because that's the pose.
no, I thought it was further back for some reason.
Nah, that's the
Yeah.
Bowen.
So this is Evan's collection, by the way.
Oh,
It's,
nice.
here's his figures as well. He's got loads of
Yeah.
figures going on. So these look like kind of all classic figures. Um, loads of them, loads of characters in there. Jesus.
Jesus
Apart from
Christ.
that, this reminds me of that Marvel picture. Do you know where he's got the all of the characters?
Yeah, like
And
a
that big
universe. Yeah, definitely like that. Yeah.
reminds me of that.
Thanos is in the middle of that, I think.
Well, it probably wouldn't surprise me if it was because he's a massive kind of Thanos dark
No,
side
no,
fan.
no. In that picture you're talking about.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant in there. You got some art prints as well. Got loads of stuff. He's a big dark side fan as well. Allegedly, he's got like the biggest dark side collection in the world. And there was something about, he was telling me something, a story about how it's going to be a big One Piece fan as well. He was going to submit, he had to submit it to like Guinness World Records or something. And he had to box all his stuff up and send it to them. It was some weird thing where he was like, I'm not fucking doing that. Some way he had to do something really weird. There's some comics on the top. First Deathstroke, Secret Wars, Superman, Superboy, Green Lantern, Legends, Venom, the First Spirits, Batman over there. That might be First Man Bat.
Mm,
So yeah, loads of art prints. There's a kind of little Thanos area there. Look.
good little Thanos army.
Yeah, there's Thanos
I
army
know he's
going
on
on.
Mistress Death's like thing from the end of like from Infinity Gauntlet. Look. Shrine
Yeah,
to her. That's cool, man. I like that.
he collects his retro games as well. He's got like a retro game collection. We have the Thanos and the Dark Side. What Thanos is that?
That's sideshows. It's their 1/5 one.
Oh, oh, the one with Lady Death.
No, no. They made two. They made a comic version and a modern
Oh,
version.
yeah. They do. I
Classic
saw
and
that.
modern versions, both like this,
Yeah.
slightly different variations of the suit.
Jeez, that's a lot of figures. There's a Dark Side one. How do I close a picture of that? The Godzilla.
No,
Like,
lovely.
that's the problem with Evan, though, is he's got so many lines, isn't he? He's got like One Piece,
He's
he's got
doing more lines than Zebedee, that
Godzilla,
cunt.
yeah, he's got One Piece, got Dark Side, he's got Thanos, he's got, yeah, bit of everything. Jesus.
That guy's doing more lines than fucking Tony Montana.
Yeah,
And I go to
maybe
what?
some Justice League stuff. Oh, he's got that gold one. Oh, wow. Got the Default Protector gold one.
Nice. I had that comic,
What one?
the gold one.
Did you?
Yeah, not CGC. When I was a kid, I had that. I had the red and the gold one.
Oh, yeah, he's even going like Street Fighter, Berserk. God, come on, Evan. Get some focus. On DC. I like that call to action.
Wicked
Why does
piece.
Darkseid look like he's playing football?
That's an older sort of piece. I can't remember who made that. It's like fucking. Is it Diamond Select? I can't remember. It's like something like that. Or it's a fan art one. I think it's Diamond Selection. I can't remember. I can't recall.
Yeah, let's call Scout. They used to do 1/6. Looks quite big.
Yes.
The Darkseid Snyder, more Thanos, more. He's got like a half and half there. That's quite nice. Half
Yeah,
Thanos,
very
half
cool.
Darkseid, because obviously they're both Stalin, aren't they? Yeah. Then you got the XM one there.
Tweet heads as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ, Evan.
He's got a lot of stuff. He's got a bunch of cases as well. Godzilla across the top. What's that plant thing up there?
That's Spiralanti, that is.
Okay, because there's a
My
statue of that.
son will love that.
You've got
He'd
that
love,
there.
he'd love all this. He'd love all this, like all the Godzilla stuff. He'd fucking love all that.
You see there, there's one here as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, Jesus, sorry, seven. This is
I think it's
very,
1970.
very.
I think it isn't it 78?
I can tell you that.
Is it
So he's got a
87?
very.
No,
He's got music as well.
yeah, fucking 89. Might be.
One Piece. Jesus, that is a lot of collection. So what's your word to sum up everything?
Eclectic. The word is eclectic. It's just got lots of different tastes all over the place.
Hmm.
Yeah. That's fucking nuts. That's so fucking
The thing is that when
eclectic, an
well,
eclectic taste. But
when
I
you,
like
when
it.
you look at it, the that really adds up. Like when you look at the value of all of that, that really adds up a lot. Because you just think like I think it's quite easy to write off and go, oh yeah, it's just figures, a few comics, a few that, and this, but it's figures, like loads of figures, loads of comics, all quantity of all that stuff as well.
Those are statues and
Just
all.
statues, yeah, for sure. What are we doing? Um,
I wonder if he's in there and if he's thinking he's gonna like please himself. It seems like he has a crowd. Because like there's like some of them things like they're all lined up like in rows. It's like you couldn't help but feel a bit of Toy Story, like, yes, jerk that cock.
Have you seen that Toy Story cupboard? It's well cool. This isn't
No.
about wanking. So basically, it's this cupboard, and you close it,
Yeah,
and it's it's not glass. It's like you can see shadows.
yeah,
So you close it, and what happens is these shadows. So like Woody, maybe the cowgirl and the donkey, they're like dancing, the
yeah,
horse, and then you shut it. Like so, you open it, and then the actual like toys like drop, but they're kind of
yeah,
like they don't drop, but they just like move a little bit, so it looks like they're
yeah,
dropping.
yeah.
So it's obviously like some kind of projector and whatever else, but it's like you close it, you see them all dancing around, you open it, they're like, it's really cool, really cool. XM hands down makes the best statues in my opinion. Hope they sort their shit out, make it out the other side. Yeah, really hope they do.
So do we.
Endeavour, hi, how you doing? That Iron Shooter's Deathstroke is dead cool. Then let's get through. Let's get through some of these. Oh yeah, I watched this last night. Have you seen it?
No, I don't watch woke fucking programs.
It
That
was
ain't
shit.
Captain America, and I refuse to participate in any of that bullshit at all.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
It
No,
was
if they're
really
going to go
bad.
with it, they should have, like I said, they should have gone the comic route that they did. It should have been Bucky Barnes that took the shield.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in the fact that fucking this cunt's got it because he's an annoying cunt. No fucker likes him. No fucker
He's just
likes
not
him.
very good. He's just not very good lead. That's the problem as well.
No one
And
likes him. No one's interested. It's like I feel like this is a fucking DEI hire. It's
mm,
like you gave it to him because you think you're gonna fucking please some sort of demographic, but the truth is that you should have kept it fucking to the comics. Just do Falcon movies. People that like Falcon will go see Falcon. Don't need to be Captain America. Take that name away.
well,
Just
they
have it
make
fucking
Falcon like
Falcon. There's no problem with that.
they
This
make
is where they
Falcon
go
something
wrong,
like
you
a
see.
comic, right?
This is where they go wrong because they try
Yeah.
to be too fucking clever, and it just pisses people off. Because it's just do it Falcon. Why can't it be Falcon fucking Brave New World? Why not?
Yeah.
Can he not carry it? Because who are you
But he
kidding?
didn't carry it either.
No,
So
but there you go. So we're all meant to just play along out of politeness instead of actually saying, you know what, let's do Falcon fucking movies. Bucky Barnes should have been if he was going to hang up his thing, and they wanted to keep the Captain America thing going, they should have tried it with the Bucky character. That's the way to have done it,
yeah.
and seen how that went.
Well, now Bucky just pops in and out, and he's like some bullshit center or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there was a desperate grab with fucking Harrison Ford as well. Was the Red Hulk bits any good or not good?
No,
Oh,
they literally basically like he's so. I mean, like even in interviews, he just so didn't want to be in the movie, and he openly admits it repeatedly. He just did it for the money. He says it
yeah,
openly. I know this of Harrison Ford, and you can just tell he just doesn't want to. Like, because that's the thing as well. Is you're like, well, at least Harrison Ford's bits are going to be good, and then he's like, uh, he doesn't want to be there. And the problem with it as well is you know more about um, the character than I do, but to me, it was like in the original ones, he kind of hates the Hulk. He's quite, he's like a military guy. He's very like sort of hard. He's a hard guy. He's kind of like
yeah,
very don't take any shit and whatever
yeah,
else. And in this, he doesn't even have the moustache, and he kind of makes a joke about it. But it probably just comes down to the fact that Harrison Ford was like, "Yeah, I'm not having a moustache." It probably just comes down to that. It's like
yeah. I
he's
think so. Yeah,
president. Yeah, he's president, and basically he's like, "Yeah, the moustache was too intimidating. I had to shave it off." And all this stuff. And then he's just like, you know, he's just not a very good character. And then the villain is it the leader? Who's the guy with the big head? The
leader.
leader.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's him. And again, he just kind of, the problem with it is his character just kind of repeats when they had, which one was that guy? Art and Zola, actually, yeah. Funny enough.
yeah.
It just was kind of a repeat of that story, where it was
Ah,
kind of that. It's just what they do with the Marvel stuff is they just regurgitate things. So, for
yeah.
example, like Winter Soldier was like really well done, really good. So they just then tried to repeat that with Black Widow, didn't they? And it's just sort of
Marvel's
like,
dead, bro. Marvel's finished. It's had its thing.
yeah,
You're best off
yeah,
just getting, Endgame and stop, really. That's what I did with the steel books and stuff like that, Endgame and out. I think I've got a couple of extra ones like to finish off the franchises, but they're shit films, man.
I could have told you this sucked. 72 hours. I wasted money seeing it in the theaters. I should have went on Disney Play. I just watched on Disney Plus. Um, now I'm sorry, he can't carry the movie on his own. No, definitely can't. Imagine he for the white blood cast as Black Panther. Well, the funny thing is, in the comics, there was a guy the white guy recently, who was Black Panther. I can't remember the reason why, but it happened recently. Harrison Ford's okay, but he could have done a better casting job. Ford's role in Anchorman 2 was much
No, but you
better.
see, like Falcon's
Um,
black though. Falcon's brother has always been black guy. So it's not that. It's just the sort of like it's the handing of the shield. it's like giving him the shield. It's a bit like no, that's not what
Yeah.
happens. And why are you doing
Well,
that
it does,
for?
you
Like, and
know,
then
he
it
has this.
also it has this real like unearned feeling about it, which I don't like to feel. It feels very much like we're giving it to you for all the wrong reasons, and that's what is up. Like, you know what I mean? And he isn't. I personally don't think he can carry it. I don't think he can carry the franchise or carry the movie at all. And I think them forcing, saying, "Oh no, you can." I think that's a mistake. I think they're doing it for all the wrong reasons. And really, what they need to do is they need to, like, you know, just they need to, if they want to back Mackie and say, like, you're the fucking guy and you're doing a great job and we believe in you, then make him Falcon, give him his own franchise and his own movie, and let's go. Let's see how it does. Let's see what happens. But this way is it's just a cheap way to do it, man. It's just a cheap way.
Well, the other side of it is they turned Falcons and this Hispanic guy. And the problem with the movie, the problem with the TV show, the Falcon and Bucky Bar, Winter Soldier, where the TV show of that was, it was too forced. Like the whole way through, it was you know, I'm black and I'm treated this way. I'm black and I'm treated this way. It was a whole way through the series, and it was really pushed in there. It was like much more than any other kind of Marvel stuff with him, and it was just way too much. And then with this, it was kind of like, you know, his character. It was a constant thing about he's talking about he should have taken the super serum all the time, and then they're saying, oh no, it's better that you didn't because Captain America took it, and because you didn't, it gives people more to aspire to because then they you know they can be you because you're not superhuman. There's all this sort of stuff about that, which yeah, it was a shit film anyway. um,
I actually think that most of the sort of I never really got into most of the spin-off series, to be honest. I think they were sort of like spread too thin and did too much. I actually just I don't think there's any shame in sort of like leaving things where they end. And then basically if you're going to redo it or you're going to go again, then you sort of recast and do a different sort of multiverse or a different part of the franchise or something else. You just try something else. But I think they've tried to like spread it and they're trying to keep it going. And I think they're trying to push this machine.
well, it made too much money, so that's why. Star
Yeah, I
Wars
know that, but you know
was
what
making
happens?
too much
Do
money.
you know what happens? The
Marvel
more
was
that you
making too
do
much
that,
money.
the more you do that, you destroy your own legacy. Just have a
Yeah,
break. When Jurassic World, like when Jurassic Park 3 came out, right, they tried to do all this funky shit with the Spinosaurus. They killed the T Rex and they made this big mistake. When they did that, the audiences didn't like it. The money went from being like whatever, a billion, however much they fucking earned, like a billion fucking for Jurassic Park, to like 600,000, 600 million, right? When they did that, they took a break for about 20 years. And that is exactly what they needed to do with Marvel. So when it started to tank, they should have been like, right, okay, let's have a fucking break. Let's go like 10 years off. But instead they went, oh no, let's do loads of series and move it to TV and Disney Plus and all that. And I just think I think they killed their own fucking dog, to be honest.
yeah. Well, that's the thing is they were just trying to strike while the iron was hot. That's what they were trying to do,
But
and they just go,
Iron
oh,
was
they're
hot
burnt out.
and they did well while it was hot. It wasn't hot anymore. It was starting to get a little bit like, okay, we've sort of had enough of this shit now. And it was time
Yeah.
to sort of like maybe take a break, reevaluate things, restructure and reset a different timeline, and go with something else. But let's see how Doomsday does.
Well, that's what it says. Russo brothers say the Marvel will get rebooted after Doomsday. Then Mr. Prime on topic. We're still going to go into that. Falcon was Captain America for a short time.
Think
I
of
think
that shit,
trying
man.
to be inclusive and multicultural. The thing about the kind of inclusive and multicultural is like when you discuss things like this, certain people will go, "Ooh, you're racist," or "You're this," or "You're that." They throw those kind of terms out, but it's more about the fact that when there's movies, there's movies with black leads that it, they're amazing movies, but these it doesn't feel forced. Like when you like talk about Blade, Blade is fucking amazing. The black lead, but it doesn't feel like it's the main point of it is him being black.
Yeah, definitely, you're right.
It was
But
about
we've gone a bit that way
him.
in society now. Anyway, like it used to be that we didn't really, none of us really saw any color. We just saw good movies and bad movies. But now they're ramming it down your throat. They're ramming it down your throat. There's a female lead. They're ramming it down your throat when it's a fucking trans lead or a gay lead. It becomes the whole purpose of their character. And I
Mm,
feel like that cheapens everything. It just ruins everything. Because then you're like, you know what? I'm now very conscious of the fact of your color, which why should I be? You're meant to transport me to, I'm not even thinking about any of this shit. I want to enjoy a movie. I don't think about that when I'm watching Blade. I don't think about that when I'm watching fucking Training Day. I don't think about that when I'm watching fucking Equalizer or any other fucking thing with Morgan Freeman in it or any good actor. I don't feel that. I don't feel it's needed. And you know what's hilarious? They don't think it's needed either. And they would be against it. And they'd be like, don't fucking do it. Don't fucking do it. Because they're good enough and they're strong enough and their work stands by itself. They don't need any of that leg up shit. And let's just make it about it. They don't need any of that. And it works. And like
yeah.
you said, Blade, there's loads of fucking things. And like I said, if Falcon's
But
good
even
enough, it should just be Falcon.
if you look into, there's a series from 15 years ago, 10 years ago, called Banshee, and his friend basically like this crossdresser, and but it's not forced. It's like it's
Yeah.
the character, but it's not forced upon you. It's kind of like he's just there, and he just
Yeah.
does
Yeah.
his thing. It's not, and there's no real issue. There's no like, oh my god, they're being woke and they're throwing it down. It's not because it's all it flows, and it's not like I'm trying to think of an example recently, like where it just takes what was that? Oh, yeah, like in Stranger Things, like the thing about when Will says he's gay. It's like everyone knew he was gay from 2 seasons ago anyway, so it's
Yeah.
not really a big surprise. But then it's the
Yeah.
whole like drawn out scene of like goes on for like 12 minutes of them all crying and going, oh, I like ice cream and blah blah blah, and all this weird shit. And then it's like you're in the middle of a crisis. This isn't really the time to have this 12-minute
Yeah. But more,
conversation where you
but
just
more
feel
importantly, that
developed.
forced, that forced
Yeah,
impact, that forced empowerment of a subject matter, everybody feels it's forced because it's not indicative of real life. And the second that your color, your sexuality, or your preference, your sexual preference, or any of them things become the cornerstone of who you are, the second they become the most important thing, you have no value. Like literally, you have zero value of any kind because the content of your character is what's important, not anything else. Not who you date, not who you fancy, not what color you are. It's the content of your character, who you are as a person, what you're about as a person. And if what you're about is the fact that you're black, or what you're about is the fact that you're gay, or what you're about is the fact that you're white, then you're fucked because you've lost every sight of every other thing that's important. And unfortunately, these shows now, and it wasn't just here, but what was that fucking show? The Marvels, was it Marvels? It's another one.
movie.
That's
That's a
horrendous.
movie.
It's just
Yeah,
horrendous how they tried to push that. And it could have been a great female movie, but they want you to be aware that it's a female movie. And you're just like, no, no. It feels very much forced now. And it feels very much like this is intentional. And you want us to fucking get behind it for all the wrong reasons because you want us to be
yeah.
scared and be like, oh, I liked it because it was, fuck you. Show me our shit movie, shit action, shit fucking
One of the
actors.
novels is the one where I was watching it with Mary. She wanted to watch it, put it on, and watching it. And she turned to me going, "This is really bad. Should we turn it off?" And I literally put my hand on her leg. I looked at her and I go, "Look, we've lost an hour and 10 minutes, or however long it was. There is no way it's going to get any worse. Okay?" She looked at me, kind of nodded, and we looked at the TV, and then they started doing this fucking singing and dancing, and we're like, well, I was wrong there. I was really wrong. God damn it. I hate the fact he never took the serum. He could never catch a shield. The way, yeah, it would have fucking broken his hand. I still hate the fact that Downey's playing Doom. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but it kind of bothers me, that does, to be fair.
yeah, he's had his moment. He's had his moment. But the problem is, he's a fucking cash cow, isn't he? He's going to
Not
bring
just
in.
that
He's going
though,
to bring
it's
in.
almost again like the savior of it, because he saved it with Iron Man, because he said Marvel was in big trouble before Iron Man financially. So it's again it's put in a way that it's like, I'm going to save it again.
Yeah, inclusive is fine, but replacement is not. Look at Ironheart. Didn't watch Ironheart. Yeah, it's all about the money, regardless of the movies not being regarded well. Only two or three of the movies have truly flopped. The other side of it as well is when you look at things like this isn't actually about any representation or anything like that, but when you look into Netflix, um, so you look at the kind of Netflix model of how they, get their money. They get their money regardless of if they make these big movies. They're going to get money from outsourcing movies from other places. The most expensive movie ever made, I believe, is a Netflix movie, and it was terrible. It was really bad with Chris Pratt, the girl from Stranger Things. It's called Electric State,
Okay.
and it was like $300 and some $1 million,
Oh
and
wow.
it's just like. But the thing is about that is because it's Netflix, they write it all off. All that cost just gets written off. Technically, they just all tax breaks. So they make $1 billion, $2 billion, every day or whatever with subscriptions. So they
Hmm.
write all that money off. They buy their own sound stages, they charge everything to that. They do this. But the movie was dreadful. And it was like, 320 billion, I think.
I watched a Netflix movie the other day, and I was mightily aware it was a Netflix movie as soon as I started watching it. I watched that Apex with
Oh,
Charlize Theron and fucking whoever. That was fucking shit. That film was shit.
sorry,
Shit.
budget. So,
I watched the advert and I
um,
was a bit like, you know what? The trailer looks good, man. And then you're painfully
um,
aware that the best parts of the movie are the trailer. The rest of it's really bad.
$320 million to produce, makes it one of the most expensive movies ever made. I think the only other movies that are more expensive are like Avatar and things like that because they're made to be more than one. And like the Avengers Endgame, I think is like 400 million because of the fact it was part of the other movie as well.
Infinity War
Um,
piggybacked on
yeah,
that, didn't it? They've done them together.
yeah, yeah. It was that Santa. It was that Santa movie. Oh, sorry. It's all about the money regardless. The two. Oh, what is that? The most expensive one, the Santa movie. That's Code Red. I never saw that with The Rock and all those people. But yeah, it's crazy anyway. The movie, oh man, don't watch it. Do not watch it. And even those like Red Hulk, who's one of your favorite characters, they
Yeah.
they 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 they, they
They were
destroy it.
always going to fail. As soon as I knew Harrison Ford was playing Red Hulk, I knew it was fucked.
But even when he's Red Hulk, he gets beaten up by a Falcon.
It's not
The
possible.
Falcon, the Falcon is like slashing him. Do you know, like when someone tries to slash Hulk with like a knife or something, it just ain't happening.
Yeah.
It just ain't even gonna scratch him. But like a Falcon shooting him with these like fucking Archangel style fucking dart things, and they're just all digging into him, like stabbing him,
That
and
wouldn't
he's like
happen.
brushing them off and pulling them off, and he's got all these stab marks, and then he's like slashing him with the wings and doing all this stuff. He's like, oh my god.
The truth is that he fucking ripped the wing off, stab him with one of the wings, and then use it to fucking
It
as a
does look
toothpick for him.
like,
It would
it does look
end
like
badly.
can you imagine the Doomsday budget with like 60 stars in it? I'm sure Downey would be on getting 50 million. I think he's on 100 million. I think he's on 100 million for that. Right. This your guy,
Oh
your
no,
guy.
it's not really a big deal. It's just like, just you know, this we're going to talk about like how you can deal with like how you should be dealing with time wasters. Like people contact you, they get on your socials, they want to buy something, they say like I'm ready to buy this if anyone's got one. You reach out to them and they say like, oh, you know, they're like, oh yeah, like, you know, how much and whatever else, and you give them the price, and they're like, yeah, I'm happy with the price. And then you're like, all right, send me your address. They send you their address, and they're like, all right, you send me my PayPal, and you say okay, and then you're like, right, I'm going to get a quote, and you fucking call up people. I call up loads of contacts, get the box measurements from up in the loft. Have to go find out the box measurements, measure it, fucking check everything, make sure the weight's right, and then you go through all this work, and then he's like, yeah, I'm going to pay this afternoon, and then basically when it's time to pay, doesn't, just turns around and said, oh, like he's like, oh, you know, this guy's like, oh yeah, I've just been thinking about it all day, and you know, I can't go on holiday with my missus or whatever it is if I buy this, and you're just like, what the fuck is that? Like genuinely, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Who does that? That is the epitome of a fucking time waste, man. That is like literally you when you write down to something, I'm ready to buy this piece if someone wants to sell it, and you reach out to them, you're like, yeah, I'm thinking about it, I might consider it. You agree a price, you go through all this shit, and you fuck somebody about for like 24 hours while they're fucking sorting it all out, which isn't easy because it's very heavy. It's a big box. I had to go talk to Alex. I talked to some other contacts. It's just a monumental fucking waste of
Well,
time.
problem is it's 37 kilos, so 37 kilos won't get shipped by most companies in the UK, and to go abroad anyway. So yeah, we had to reach out to someone else to try and ship it.
Yeah, trying to get help from other people. You're getting the prices down. You're trying to sort all out. And loads of people now have wasted their time. And this guy's like, at the end of it, he comes out with this kind of bullshit, which is just utter bullshit. How do you say
Mm,
in one statement, like, you know, I love it and the price is right, but no, I now want to do this in like instead, like I won't be able to do like a vacation or some shit. You're just like, what? What
yeah.
you're not then you're
Well,
not in
maybe
any
more.
other position to buy anything like you were saying
Yeah.
you are. What are you fucking talking about? But
What was
just be
annoying
mindful of people like this. Certainly, this guy, if he reaches out to you and fucking wants to get, just don't fucking ignore him. Because at the end of the day, you know, you'll end up fucking going through what I just went through, which is 24 hours of fucking about, talking to people, trying to get everything sorted. And when it's time to, like, it's all done. So now I know his address. I know how much it's going to cost. I know all the details. I've got everybody lined up to go. I message him and I go, what's the situation? Got people waiting for me to go. And he's like, you know what? Nah, I don't think I'm going to do it because I want to go on holiday instead. It's a bit like,
Yeah.
nah, mate, fuck you. That's some type of
Yeah.
bullshit time
Frustrating.
wasting bollocks I ain't got time for. I had to
Yeah.
block this fucking guy. There's like, nah, don't, you're not coming to me now. Or now that river's fucking shut. So if I get hold of anything fucking that's worth selling or anything that you want, now you can fuck yourself. I'd rather not. Thing is like this as well, is when you annoy me with shit like this, I just won't deal with you again. Because it's just like it's more about respect and about politeness. Do you know what I mean? When it's like all of the, why send me your address? Tell me to send you my paper. Why go through all of that if you're just going to go, actually, nah,
Yeah.
can't cope with it, man.
It's frustrating. It's frustrating.
It's not.
So
It's not
once the
even that I wanted. It's not even that I wanted to sell. It's just that you know it was a bit like, well, maybe big piece. You know, it's getting a bit bloated. That sort of side. Yeah, maybe I might consider it. And then you get all of that stage, and it's just like in the end of it, when it's time to actually like do your bit. Like I've done all my bit. So I sorted out the shipping. I found the best deal. I fucking reached out to people to help. I fucking did. You know, I got the box. I got the weight. I measured it. I made sure it was all fucking right. And then when it's your turn to just go, okay, here's the money. It's a bit like, nah, fancy holiday instead. Oh, okay, nah,
uh, it goes to answer all the questions. I don't care. If you want it, just have the decency to tell me.
yeah,
All right. So Monster Palooza was last weekend. So Todd was there with Dave, Reventure Studios, and they have their pieces on display there. So we'll run through those. So there you go. There you go. We've got Mark Dunn there as well, and
Yee.
Jeff Delaney. and then Franco Carissimo as well.
Todd's just got this awkwardness about him sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah. Like,
He looks like he's photobombing in every picture.
Alright,
It's almost like he's like, yeah, I don't think I'm meant to be in this picture, but he's in it. Do you know what I mean?
there's a picture though where is it one of the it looks like Todd's holding the axe there.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good little spot.
So first of all, we the Death Dealer, so the Death Dealer life-size bust, and then the
Got a smaller one though, isn't they?
scale bust, I would say.
Yeah, that's a
Third,
bust.
yeah. So that's the Frank Frazetta Death Dealer.
What's the size of the other one? Is it one? It's not 1/4, is it? Is it 1/6?
I think it's 1/3.
Well, the little one there.
Yeah, I might be
Cool.
wrong. Then so we got that there, Franco Carissimo, the sculptor.
Nice.
And he also did the Vera and the Lilith. Very cool piece. Very iconic as well. Like
Yeah, it's a little one.
one of the most iconic kind of pieces with Rosetta within the statue world, I'd say. Death Dealer.
What, the Death Dealer? Yeah.
Yeah, they got the Egyptian Queen. I'm not sure who this guy is. I really recognise him, but I can't put my finger on who he is. I think he's a painter.
Uh-huh.
I can't put my finger on it though. Yeah,
David Igo just fucks about all the time, doesn't he?
yeah. Do you know what, Mary? I mentioned him the other day, and she was just like nodding. Like when I talk about statues, she's like, "Yeah, yeah." I go, "Do you even know who he is?" She goes, "Yes, I do." I go, "Well, who is he then?" He goes, "Yeah, he's the big guy with he's the tall guy with the big head." I was like, "Yeah, that's awesome." Because that's how he said it on his when he was on the interview.
Yeah.
So he goes, "Yeah, he's the tall guy with the big head." And I'm like, "Fair enough." Okay. Then you got the Egyptian Queen. This is the close up then of the
Cat.
what is that, like a panther? No,
Humor, I imagine.
no, okay. Yeah, looking good.
Mountain sort of
Marble.
lion, isn't it? It's like a mountain lion. Puma.
Yeah, yeah.
Brave
I mean
Star. Speed of the Puma.
the Marble gave them a lot of problems, a lot of back and forward on the painting with that because they tried to 100% replicate the art print, and that's the court scale piece,
That's
and
nice.
that's the production size of just before Monster Palooza. So they got the 1/10 and the 1/4.
Shit.
This is then the Morning Dawn.
Don't show that for too long. Get fucking pulled off and we'll just
Yeah,
shit on.
shut down. So yeah, Jeff posted a couple of videos of it. He's all right. And so you got the Morning
Christ.
Dawn. So the Court Scout one gets the first. Oh god, I can't remember. It is now 100 or 50 people get the art print when they order.
Oh, cool.
There's the small one there, the 1/10. I think the guy with Dave Igo was called Serge Maden.
Uh-huh.
He's the next Captain America. Interested in the Lizard Queen and the Sarah. So my dog started snoring. Yeah, so covering the boobies there. So then you got the Lilith and the Vera.
Mhm.
Very cool there. So she's got to switch out bust. So she's got the kind of mask and then the unmasked face. Very good. That's sculpted by Franco.
Very nice.
Yeah, Lilith is really nice.
That looks really
Yeah,
cool.
that's cool there. Nice sculpt.
Mm.
That's brilliant as well. And then you got the
You're
Lizard
just
Queen.
a devil woman. Really alone your mind.
That's nice as
Very
well,
cool.
Lizard Queen.
So like riding like some sort of fucking lizard dragon thing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
cool.
This one I'm not really sure what this is for. Is it CCC or no?
I'm not
Is it?
sure. I saw it, I thought it was fucking crazy. This is at Monster Palooza as well.
Yeah, yeah. Winter Soldier is basically a Hulk sequel for the Edward Norton film. This really should have been a Hulk movie, considering all the villains are from Hulk. Lex Prime Collectibles. I don't know why I said Winter Soldier. I meant Falcon. That's why I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I was quite confused then. Yeah. Well, with it being the leader, Red Hulk, definitely should have been a Hulk movie. But because of the Paramount um, rights, they can't do Hulk movies. So yeah. And this is ACC with the what one's that?
Spinosaurus.
Spinosaurus. Oh fucking hell!
But
See that? It's a big fucking toothless. Jesus Christ.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's cool, isn't it?
yeah. Yeah. All right, we're here. Are you ready?
I'm ready. You ready?
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh shit, I've got to open up the other thing. Hold on, let me open up the other thing. What I remember, because that's quite important. That's quite important. There we go. Let's have that there. And then let me open up that. And then that. All right. So basically, Prime One put out a message. And in typical Prime One fashion, I don't think they really addressed it the best way. So Prime One basically put out this thing about regarding their customer harassment policy. And what it is they have put out this message. So I don't really want to read all of it. Um, so
Summarize.
I can summarize. Let me run it through ChatGPT. So DPD. I think I
You're
did it.
funny, dude.
No, I think I did run it through ChatGPT anyway. Oh no, I didn't do it. No, I didn't. So basically with this, it's I did run it through ChatGPT actually. There you go. Yeah, I did. There we go. So actually, the actual breakdown isn't that short, really. um, so what it is basically this is a policy on customer harassment, and it's about when people do certain things, customers do certain things, they kind of against it's against their policy. So maybe I fucking easy to read, isn't it? Jesus Christ. Policy on customer harassment. So Prime One Studios Co. Limited strives to bring happiness to the world through art, through the creation of sales of statues and other three-dimensional collectibles. We believe that customer feedback is essential to achieving this mission. We will utilize the requests and comments we receive to help improve quality of our products. However, we have identified instances where customers harassment by a small number of customers, customer harassment by a small number of customers, including abusive language, threats, and unreasonable demands directed towards our customer support channels and social media platforms. Such behavior not only negatively affects the health and work environment of our employees, but may also cause inconvenience and distress to other customers and related parties. To ensure that the human rights of all individuals involved in our business are respected to continue providing our customers with better products, we have established the following policy on customer on policy on customer harassment. Definition of customer harassment. As defined, the corporate manual on measures against customer harassment, published by the Ministry of Health, Labour and Welfare of Japan. Customer harassment refers to complaints or behaviour from customers in which the means or manner used to pursue the demands are socially inappropriate in light of the validity of the demand itself, which thereby harms the working environment of employees. Example of conduct uh, constituent of um, customer harassment, abusive language, insults, discriminatory remarks, defamation, slander, including through social media or email, demands for products, exchanges, monetary compensation or apologies without legitimate reason, um, repeat complaints or conduct that unreasonably restrains employees for extended periods of time, unauthorized entry into the business or work area, periods of time, violations of privacy through unauthorized photography, video recording, and audio recording, violent acts or acts causing physical harm, sexual harassment. The above examples are illustrative only and are not limited to the acts above. Our response to customer harassment, if we determine that customer's conduct or demands constitute customer harassment, we may refuse the sale of products or the provisions of after sales support and related services. Depending on the severity of the situation, we may also consult with police or legal counsel or other appropriate authorities to take strict action accordingly. Okay. So that's basically Prime One's thing they put out. And he's still there.
I'm still here. I was so bored I nearly fell asleep or nearly left. I was thinking the whole time, should I go get myself a dime bar?
You should. Should have wank.
The thing is I just have one question, really, just to play devil's advocate here. Has something happened that I'm unaware of with Prime One?
With Prime One, or
Like, yeah, has somebody done something heinous or disgusting regarded like to them, or like that's caused this kind of response?
first of all, rewind a little bit here. Um, first of all, look into what's been said for here first, and we'll move on to your point because your point is very valid. So just going through what they're saying here, first of all, so one thing at a time. So basically, there from the way that this has been addressed, people reading it within the communities are looking at it and saying, so with your vague kind of responses and the way that you're addressing things and saying, like the
Wording,
terminology used,
yeah,
the
the wording
wording.
of it, yeah.
So it is still open to interpretation. So if you say abusive language, someone who has had a poor, um, unboxing experience where things have been damaged, they are going to be pissed off in general.
Yes,
So,
yes.
and they sort of say about social media posts, videoing, and stuff like that. So all of these things are, so they're basically, so what?
Yes.
It's so open to what they're saying. They're like, so if someone makes a video saying, I bought this piece from Prime One and it was damaged, are they going against these terms that they've just posted? Because it's so vague the way
Well,
they're doing
they've
it.
covered themselves for everything, haven't they? It's vague
Yeah.
on purpose, so they're completely covered. Where basically the translation for this is anything that we deem that we don't like is going to be labelled as abusive, offensive, harassment, or bullying. That's basically how that reads. It's written in a way that is vague on purpose. It's intentionally meant to blur the lines so that they get all the power of how they deem your behavior.
Yeah. Well, the other one as well is like repeat complaints. So if someone buys 10 statues from them and they have four breakages, is that now repeat complaints? And you're going to deactivate their account and say that they're basically taking advantage of the situation because your products are not good. Do you
What
know what I
can they
mean?
realistically do? The worst thing that they can do
First
is
thing you can do is shut down
stop
your
you from
account
being
and
able to
lose
buy
it.
their statues. That's all they can do.
Yeah.
And realistically, can they do that? No. Because anybody with a fucking email address and a fucking card can go buy their stuff. So they're not going to be able to stop nothing.
Well, the other side of it is with most of these companies now, Prime One, or Tweetheads, any of these companies,
Yeah.
I would advise anyone to go through Sideshow anyway, especially when
Oh,
Prime
yeah,
One's
definitely.
astronomical shipping rates. Their shipping rates are absolutely insane. When you look at them, it's like literally you're a big enough business where you should be getting competitive rates, and the rates you're charging are like if I was to go online and to book that shipping myself, I could probably still get it cheaper. It's crazy
Wow.
you consider that.
You won't be able to
But
do that. Not with a
the other
business
side,
account and the amount of product that they're moving from their company to all over the world. They would have a very good deal. So you should
yeah, no,
the layman should not be able to match them. Simple as that.
no, no, they should not at all. And then normally with a lot of these companies as well, is they will pair up with another company anyway. So they'll have a warehouse shared with another company, and they would be getting even more buying power from the shipping rates. But anyway, that's a whole other thing. So with this, they're basically covering their ass. They're basically wording it in a way where if you go online, you complain about something, you do this, you do that, then they're going to kind of go after you and whatever else. And it's absolutely insane.
What are they going to
Um,
go after you with?
well, no, they don't. They'll cancel your orders. They'll do
So
whatever. They'll close your account.
do
They'll
you
cause
a
you a
favor.
problem.
Do you all a favor. Give you all your money back, and then you can fucking basically stop
They
worshipping the
won't.
devil that you are. Because let's be
They
honest,
won't do all that.
they can't just take their money.
No,
They can't just
they'll
take
just
their
say
money. They can't just be like you're
you.
being abused. You can't have it both ways. Can't be like you're being abusive. We're taking all your money anyway, and you're not getting the piece. You can't do that. And
They
I have
won't
to
take all the
refund them.
money. They'll try and say, all right, well, you're not getting your NRD back
Yeah,
because you
you lose your NRD.
you
Yeah,
breached
you'd
your
probably
terms.
what? But yeah,
You
but
breach your terms, you're going to lose that. You lose your 30%. And with Prime One, I think it's 30%.
I really don't know why people buy from these lot. I really don't know why anyone does.
No, I don't. I don't know either. I
I,
don't
I,
know
I just
either.
don't like get on the secondary market and relax. Just don't buy directly from them ever. I
Yeah.
wouldn't buy anything from them. I have a problem even
One
buying
of
on the
the,
secondary market for things. When I reached out to
yeah,
Rebecca Fink and I asked her about I want to get a predator and like what's the best like because I trust her and you know what I mean I know she's got fantastic taste when it comes to predators, especially statue wise. That's her jam. So I spoke to It Cisco, other known as Rebecca Fink, and she basically told me. She said, "Do you think that the cover art by Prime One Studios is the best Predator?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm not buying it." She said to me, "Though, I know how you feel about them, so it's a like a dead issue." And I was like, "Yeah, I don't care. I don't care if that's the best ever Predator that's ever been made. I don't want it. I don't want their
yeah,
shit in my house because I don't think they're good. They're good people. I think they're shit people." And they're operating a company like they're shit people operating a company. I don't think they're good people. Don't think they give a crap about anybody, and I don't think they're doing anybody any favors for anything.
yeah. No, definitely not. Definitely not. The other thing as well is they talk about being respectful, being you know, don't bully people, don't do this, don't do that. This is actually something really hilarious. So these are actual messages from their main guy, Johnny. And so basically, this is from Bruce Lee. So he's talking about Naughty Dog. So Naughty Dog and Neil Druckmann lost the plot. Their games are full of DEI and LGBT, whatever the F they call themselves. Funny that anyone wants a statue of a bald-headed girl boss. And then Johnny replies back going, you have no idea about games and DOI. You better fuck off the group. I won't tolerate this kind of attitude. And that's someone saying, yeah, you shouldn't bully people and you should be respectful. Do me the honors and kick me off, please. Then Johnny again, you think I'm a customer service? So there's a customer service issue. People posting on the group, customer service problems, tagging him. You think I'm a customer service or what? Here using my free time to answer people's questions. As a collector, no connection with Prime One. Am I clear? There's no plan to adjust. And someone I think made a comment about they need to sort out their customer service. There's no plans to adjust their head. We're perfectly happy with the result. If you tried to post other company stuff here, as a result, we also banned. It will never happen under my direction. If you want it to better fire me from the company, if companies do it, it doesn't mean we need to follow them. One more time about unlicensed with Norma Despise. I will ban you, your account permanently. I don't give a crap about it. Go ahead and reply back with the excuse I'm waiting to delete all of your comments regarding the customer. So yeah, just his kind of attitude. These are some not the best examples, but yeah, he's got a real problem talking to people on there anyway.
Yeah, but but this is the point. So it's like anything, isn't it? At the moment, it's like it's like the doctors. Like you go to the doctors, and they're like, we won't take any abuse. They're like, we won't take any abuse. Like, and then they'll make you wait for like an hour, and then they'll forget to fucking call you, and they fuck up everything, and then they expect you to not fucking tell them off for doing such a shit job. And it's kind of like a get out of jail free card, isn't it? It's basically like we can treat you how we want to, because if you complain, we're just going to call it violence, or we're just going to call it aggression, or we're just going to call it like, whatever you want, like abuse, and then we're just going to remove you from like the surgery, so you can't have any doctor's appointments. That's a bit more serious because everybody needs a doctor.
I was in the
Not the
doctors,
same
right?
as statues. Statues are like, yeah, I'll take your fucking account, and like you won't be able to buy none of our stuff. Good.
Yeah.
You're
I was in the
basically
doctors.
threatening me with not paying you money. Sounds good to me.
I was in the doctor basically. I'm sitting there. I'm there literally. I was there early, 20 minutes past my appointment time, right? Still waiting. And this little old dear turns up. She goes to the counter and they go, you're meant to be here at 5 o'clock. And it was like literally like just gone. It was like literally 3 minutes past 5 or whatever it was. It weren't even 5 past 5. And they go, yeah, you're gonna have to rebook it. Even though I'm sitting there, like my appointment is 20 minutes late, and she
Just
turns
up and
up.
fucking said something. I would have done. I would have said, why are you being so fucking unreasonable? But this is the problem. This is the problem because this is what they want. They want nobody to say nothing while they mistreat you and treat you badly. And Prime One, this is now what they're offering, which is blanket silence. Now people are going to be too shook to say anything because it's going to be like, well, we can deem that abuse. We can deem that harassment. We can word that any which way we want that makes us the victim and you the aggressor. Life has become this way now. Everyone's made out of fucking glass. Nobody can take nothing. And especially people that are wrong. When you're in the wrong, I grew up in an era where you took your fucking lumps. You took it. You're in the wrong. You're a cunt. You're going to have to stand there and hear what people have to say. And you're going to have to fucking own up to it, man up to it. I think that makes more well-rounded human beings. Because you turn around, you understand the consequences of fucking up. And you understand the consequences of having to stand there knowing you fucked it up. And you're going to have to say, look, I'm sorry about that. I fucked that up. That's my fault. And be a man about it. This is completely the opposite. This is, you know what? Don't challenge me. I'm not going to fucking answer nothing. If I don't like your tone of what you're saying, or if you say it too many places, we say it too many times, I'm just going to fucking cancel all your pre-orders and fuck you straight off. That's what this is. It's a threat. It's an aggressive threat. And I think it's because they're getting a lot of negative press almost everywhere at the moment. People are tired of their shit. They're shit, man. They're shit company.
Well, in like, this is the part now where, in their defense for a slight moment, so in Japan, there's actually been some things going on, and basically there is some in Japan now you have to do you have to pull this stuff out. So this is why this has come out. It's basically customer harassment prevention is now a statutory obligation to employers in Japan. So it's something they have to do. All right.
Yeah.
So by October they have to implement this. October 1st. Prime One is a Japanese company. That's why they put it out. Prime One being Prime One could have should as a company you should have started off by going in line with the new Japanese legislation. We
Yes.
need to update our policies, and this is being put in place. The only problem with it is when you actually do read through the way the policy is worded, it's still
Yeah.
very vague on here.
Yeah.
Um, but the other side of it is Prime One have used it in a way to totally benefit themselves. And the main thing as a customer and as someone buying from them is you need to work out if you still have your rights as a consumer, which you
Yeah.
can't. They can't write those off. They
Yeah.
can't just say, look, this new Japanese thing is coming in place, which is more about customers, which is more about, customers being shitty towards staff
Yeah.
and the staff getting the brunt of stuff and causing them a bad work environment, which
Yeah.
happens in a lot of roles. And this is something
I
that's been
understand.
put in place. Prime Money using it then as a way of saying, oh, hang on a minute, how can we use this to our advantage?
Yeah. How can we
The problem
capitalize?
is yeah, they've done it in a way to totally benefit them, but still, as a consumer, you still have your rights. You still have your, if they do go down these routes, you can still just go to your bank. You can still, work out through other means to get assistance, in those areas. So
Do you know what it is? I don't like this interpretation. I don't like that it's up to us to interpret, and we're going to judge you accordingly. I think this is a fear tactic. I
the
really
guy
do.
reminds me.
You say?
Sorry, the dog was crying. So I let her out. She's coming like
I
giving me
said,
life.
you know, what I mean, I think this is. I think the point of this is just to shut people up.
Yeah,
I think
no,
the
for sure.
objective is to threaten you with like not being able to buy Prime One Studios product. Listen, I completely accept, as I'm trying to get some movie pieces in my collection. I'm definitely like coming into the conclusion that when I'm looking at movie pieces and stuff like that, that Prime One are an exceptional outfit in some of the stuff that they make. But it still doesn't change anything for me. And I don't think it should change anything for you. So, so I didn't. What did that comment say? Wasn't you? I'm glad to hear
I'm glad
someone.
to hear someone else say it. The world expects to walk all over you, and then when you snap back, you're deemed toxic masculinity and the bad guy.
You know what's funny though about that, right? Even that word that you wrote there, right? You wrote the word. Yeah. Let's just talk about that just for a second for educational purposes. Do you know what toxic masculinity is? Do you know?
I don't know the definition, though. Cool.
You want me to tell you what it is?
Yeah,
Toxic masculinity was a word that was invented by prison wardens. They had to find a term that described absolute horrendous violence that one inmate would do to another. For basically being the hardest man in the yard. Do you understand me?
yeah,
So when I walk up in the yard and I want to make an example of someone, I decide to stab him in the throat. You understand? I decide I'm going to make an example of someone in front of everybody, and I'm going to set myself out, right? And I stab him in the throat for no apparent reason. He hasn't said nothing to me. We haven't had any debate. He's not tried to steal my fucking soap on a rope Well, none of that. I've just decided that I'm going to fucking X this guy. I'm going to ghost this guy, right? They invented that term to describe that action. It isn't a conflict because it's got nothing to do with an argument that we've had. It just is me setting the standard. I'm setting an example and I'm punishing somebody as a result. That term was called toxic masculinity. It was invented in prison. It's not a real thing. Do you understand? Doesn't come from nowhere else. It's been now used by the feminists and the pussies to try to say that if you walk around with a slightly deeper voice, maybe you don't take no for an answer. Maybe you don't fucking accept when people shit on you. Maybe you don't fucking accept it when people are rude to you. Maybe you fight back when people take the piss. Now it's just called that as a matter of course. But that's not a real term. That's an invented framework of words that prison wardens had to come up with to describe a really violent act between two males that didn't have really any build-up that they could explain. So you understand what I'm trying to say here, don't you? This is the point. And this is exactly the same sort of thing. This is trying to just shut you all down so that you don't speak. Don't talk online, don't go on their groups, and don't cause any problems. And if you
Well, it's a
do,
typical thing where it's like, every kind of situation, if you kind of question it or raise anything, it's you're racist, you're sexist, you're
yeah,
transphobic,
yeah,
you're all these things, and it's just sometimes you're just trying to have a conversation about it, or you're trying to say, well, actually,
yeah,
what about if
yeah,
this?
100%.
You're
It's
doing,
got
or you're that,
because
Rather
because I
than,
look the way that I do. My wife says to me, "Don't speak." When if we're like going into like, let's say for example, I am really bad with I am if I have ammunition on you, right? I'm just gonna expose you. That's just the kind of person I am, right? So if I have stuff on you and you put me in a bad position, I'm gonna fucking open you up in front of everybody. I don't really care. And my wife knows I do this. So what she says to me is the second you say something, even if they're wrong, like they're completely in the wrong, the second you say something because of how you look, big meathead tattooed up guy, they're going to instantly go to the victim of you're really intimidating and I'm really scared by your presence and I'm very uncomfortable. She says that's exactly the way they're going to go because the second you say something, that's exactly what they're going to do because they know that they can't argue the source because what I'm saying is factually correct. So they can't argue with me. So then they make it about my tone or my voice or my physical presence, and now all of a sudden I'm scary. And this is what we have done in this world. We have now made it this way, where everybody is a walk-in victim just waiting to happen. And Prime One Studios are now doing exactly that. They are saying we are going to play the victim, so you better not fucking come out swinging for us. Otherwise, we're going to fucking take your shit and we're going to just basically get rid of you and we're going to cancel you. That's what this is. I'm going to cancel you from our group and from our mailing list and from whatever else that they're threatening. And at the end of the day, you got two options now. It's either put up or shut up, innit? What other choice do you have?
yeah, shit, yeah.
What can you do? They're now. This is why the term of this video is: have they gone to war with collectors? Because what they're basically doing is saying, if you cause problems with us, you don't even know. The worst part is you don't even know what they deem to be the problem yet, because they haven't been clear in what the problem is. So if you fucking start, they can just go right. I think that's unacceptable. I just got
Well,
this
that
piece
is
in. I
the,
paid fucking $1,400 for it. I waited 2 years for it, and it was delayed another 6 months. And I've got it, and fucking leg is broken. It's broken because it's packaged in such a stupid shit way. Why that? That is abuse. Straight away.
yeah.
Never mind the mistake. Never mind your
No, that's the
broken
other
piece.
thing
Never
about
mind your money. Never mind your waiting. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about your tone for a minute. Is any of that necessary? Do you have to fucking swear? Do you have to start? And the answer to that is yes, I fucking do. Very necessary for what I've been going through. But they're eradicating that, and they're basically saying if we don't like it and it's online and it makes us look bad, we're gonna go for you.
Well, yeah, that was the other thing. Is if you make a video about it, that was the other thing as well. And then the other side as well is again, if you buy 3 pieces from them,
Yeah,
and God forbid that you get 3 breakages,
yeah,
you complain
issues.
too much. That's excessive complaining now. Why are you complaining so
That's the
much?
point. But
That's
it's
so it's
excessive
like,
because
well,
they're not stating what's excessive, are they?
no,
There's no
there's no.
line in the sand. What constitutes abuse? What constitutes harassment? What constitutes bullying? What constitutes being problematic? What are they? You don't know because their message doesn't make it clear. It's how they interpret it. And that's the danger here. They've not been clear about really what they consider. It would be like I would like an example. I would say myself, I'd be like, look, this is what we would consider to be like abusive.
Yeah,
This is what we would consider to be harassment. It's like the term bully really bothers me. People use it too loosely. Again, there's a
no,
lack of education and low IQ to understand the words that people use sometimes. They say a word, but have no idea what it means. To be a bully is to habitually abuse somebody, whether it be physical, mental, like whatever. But it's habitual, which means you do it all the time. That's what that means. So when if someone calls you a bully and they can't back it up with like literally loads of abuse, you understand that they don't understand a fucking word they're saying. This is the point of this harassment. You have to look up what that word actually means. That's the definition you must go by, not by what they claim it to be, isn't it?
yeah, yeah. Well, as I say, there's anything like whereas like transphobic or even that is like a fear of, which isn't the right term, and there's also like
No,
misogyny,
but
which
it's
is
also
like
calling people. It's also
hatred
calling
of
people racist against if you're like let's say you're a devout Christian and you have a problem, you have an issue with like Islam, or you have an issue with fucking anything like that. They will call you racist, but that's not accurate because to have a problem with Islam or something, that's a religion. It's not race. You can be white and you can be a Muslim and you can be an Islamist if you want to be. If you have a problem, if you're like like anti-Semitic, it's the same type of thing. It's against like Jews, isn't it? Right? Jews are like a race, right? So
yeah,
it's a bit different. You understand? But they've like tagged them together, and it's not really accurate because you can't be racist against a religion. Because if someone is against Christians, they're not all of a sudden racist, are they? Doesn't make it. See how it works only one way, but it's just
yeah.
more powerful. So it works that way. So they use it that way. And that's the problem. And Prime One Studios, like I'm saying, they know where the power is lying. And the power is in this day and age, 2026, is let's be a victim, and then we won't get as much trouble. We can just we can shut people up a bit.
One of the things as well, because we could have drawn to an end soon, is I just want to touch on something as well because I was looking at this earlier. And while we're on the topic of Prime One, we may as well stick to Prime One. There were a few other pieces as well, but basically now you need to look at the Prime One shipping. So Prime One prices on some of these statues are fucking insane. So for example, like you got Alloy from Horizon Dawn. It's a 1/3 scale statue, yeah?
Yeah.
$3,200. Yeah,
Right.
that's $3,200. You don't think that's
I
insane?
thought you said 2,200, and I thought it was expensive at 2,200.
$3,200 for the statue. Yeah.
Right.
Then you have Cami, which is a quarter scale statue, $1,500.
Yeah, it's gone
Yeah,
crazy.
and this Cami is not a complicated statue. That statue there, and it comes with this little bullshit thing in the back. Yeah,
Yeah, it's not
that is
okay.
$1,500.
No.
Quarter scale statue.
That's a fucking $700 statue any day of the week.
Then
And that's
you've got
expensive today.
this bloater, quarter scale bloater from Last of Us. This thing here, yeah? It's like a big zombie fat thing.
Yeah.
Quarter scale, it comes out of like a wall. And it's, so what is that, 60 by 69 by 56. So it's
Okay.
block, but still, quarter scale
Yeah.
statue. That is £2,400. Joel,
Yeah, but
which is a basic quarter
insane.
scale. Joel,
See, what
that,
exactly? So, what are we actually talking about here? What
that
exactly are you missing?
Joel, £1,500.
You could do without this. You could just do without it. You should let them. I've got to be honest with you. You should just let them die on their sword, Prime One. You really should.
Chung-Li,
Let them fall on it. Let them fall on their sword.
Chung-Li
Because
was at 1,600.
I
Quarter
just think
scale.
it's obscene. I think the whole thing is obscene.
The funny
I
thing
really
about
don't
this
know how they.
is,
I don't know how they're charging this much money for this kind of stuff. I really don't know. And
someone
what's
said,
more concerning is we're not even talking about shipping yet, and the shipping
yeah,
for these items would be like
it's all
$700.
yeah.
That's the
The funny
problem.
thing
So
is
like,
that,
it's bad. It's bad enough that the statue is probably double the price that it should be, or at least maybe 40%. Like, no, not even. It can't be 40% because if it's double, it's 100%. So we'd say, okay, like it's 70% too high, or 65%, 70% too high. But when you get into the shipping it will be obscene.
yeah,
It'll be obscene for shipping something like this. I wouldn't even like to guess at what it would be. I wouldn't even know. But I know it's going to be anywhere between $400 and $700 fucking dollars, and that's just obscene.
the thing is as well. Sorry, this is the regular head and the ultimate head, right?
Same head, isn't it?
What is the difference here? Am I being simple? What is
I
the
can't see
difference?
it. I can't. From my angle in the screen, I can't see
I'm
anything.
looking at it, and I was like, do you know when you have that thing like, can you find the three
Four
differences?
differences.
Yeah, and I'm like, I can't see any difference. I'm like, maybe the earring, no. Maybe the ribbon, no. I'm like, what the fuck? I cannot
Zoom it
see a
in. Let's
difference.
have a look. Let's see if we can find it.
I'm looking at it. I did it before. And even when you have it like that, look. So you got that on the bust. It's exactly the same head. I don't understand.
No, I think.
Do
I
I
think.
understand?
I think this should be the death of them anyway.
Yeah.
I think Prime One Studios needs to be put out of commission. I think people should not buy from them. I think they need. I think they need like a 12. I think everybody should go and basically say, you know what, for 12 months, nobody should buy their stuff, and just see what happens. Because I think they need to come round to the understanding that they need their customers more than their customers need them.
This one was £5 for the pair. Quarter
Fuck all
scale.
that. No. But he says, I don't. Alex, I would even buy their stuff there. And I saw that fucking Predator come up on the Hexapus group for a really good price, and I still don't buy it. Still not playing. Just I'd rather not. I think everything should be really about communities in general, but I think in life, people say like it takes a family to raise a child, and I really believe that you're only as strong as your weakest link. And I think Prime One Studios is the weakest link in the statue community by a long way. Not in terms of quality, because they're not. They make great things, but I really feel like they are really disconnected and quite agitating to their own people who spend their money on their stuff. And
Yeah.
I feel like they slap their people about a bit too much. This lot, I really do.
No, I
And they've
totally
never
agree.
done anything to me. You do understand. My problem with Prime One doesn't stem from any problem I've ever had. I've never dealt with them. I've never had a bad experience. I just want to say categorically that I have not had a negative issue with Prime One Studios in my life. I just saw what they did in the COVID situation and thought they were cunts. And now I see what they're doing, and now it's like I basically boycotted from that moment. And ever since then, I still see what they're doing, and I think they're horrible.
Yeah.
I don't understand why anybody buys their stuff. I know they make nice statues, but so do loads of other people.
What else I think as well is, I think, going back to us because we're the stars of the show, but going back to us, I think this is some way you have to appreciate is the fact that we believe this about Prime One, but then we have our awards every year, and Prime One win awards, and I
Yeah,
think that is something important. Is that you need to have that separation from it
yeah,
because there are a lot of amazing artists and a lot of great
yes,
people who work
exactly,
on these
exactly.
documents and need that appreciation, and you need to detach yourself from that.
Yeah, but this is what, yeah, people don't understand it, but I am. I'm completely detached anyway. And it's the same with like even people that don't like me and that I don't like. Just because I don't like certain people doesn't mean that they can't sculpt when they
Yeah,
can. But that's the difference between me and them. Because, I mean, no matter what I do, it will be wrong, regardless, because they don't like me. But I don't have that emotional attachment to the situation at all. I'm just looking at it objectively, and I do that with all things. Because in reality, I'm just not connected. We're not attached in that way, in an emotional way. It doesn't exist. Like, I don't think about it. I don't think about you past that point. It's just
yeah.
like, yeah, you did a good job on this sculpting. You did a great job on it. It's a great statue. It wins gold. Doesn't matter that you did it and I don't like you. It's got nothing to do with it.
Hmm.
Who do you think? What are you, 5? Who the fuck thinks like that? I just think, what I mean, I ain't got no problem with them as personal. I just think that the way that they handle themselves is really bad. And I think it's a bad example in the community because I think this is a very niche environment. People are spending a lot of money and there's a togetherness that's there that people care about others. Don't want to see people get scammed. Don't want to see people get fucked. Nobody wants to see somebody open a statue and see it broken. We don't want to see that. At the end of the day, we're meant to like sort of like support each other as best we can. And I don't think that they support the community at all. I don't think they're good for statue collecting at all. I think they're good for themselves.
Um, have you seen the Prestige VIP stuff? The 10 grand alien, and how are they getting collectors scrambling and praising them just to have a chance to buy their shit? Disgusting. The funny thing about that, Matt, was we spoke about this a couple of weeks ago, where with that $10,000 alien, if you purchase that alien, they tell you you're not allowed to sell it, and they basically tell you that you can't do this, you can't do that with it. And it was this whole like email that went out again, which was another like
Yeah.
you're trusted. So you to be able to buy this VIP item, you are the creme of the fucking elite customers that they have.
Mhm.
And then they say, well, actually, if you buy this stuff, you're not going to be able to buy any more stuff from us if you sell it. And it was all like, Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
the way they
What does that sound like to you?
control.
Yeah. Control. Sounds like communist. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah,
Sounds like you don't do what we tell you not to do. Do exactly as we say, and we'll give you what
yeah.
what you
Do
would
as we do,
like.
not as we say. Yeah.
Huh?
Do as we do, not as we say. No, do
Yeah,
as we
but
say,
it's
not
like,
as we do.
yeah, exactly. Who can put them kind of caveats on people? It's crazy because you can't really do that.
Yeah.
When somebody buys something, who are you to tell them what they can and can't do with it once they've spent their money? And who the fuck do you think you are?
Well, yeah, that's a valid point. But the problem is people still buy from them, so they know
About
they
that,
can buy
this
from them.
is the issue. Is
But that's the thing is they
listen,
can only
where
buy from
where
people
does
like
power truly lie? Power lies where people think it lies. If you think the company has the power, then they have the power. If you don't realize that collectively the collectors have the power, then you're the stupid ones. Because I'm telling you, if everybody just woke up tomorrow and went, yeah, I'm not buying Prime One for 12 months, what happens? Sit back and watch, because it'll be a fucking great show. And I think they could do with it. I think they really could do with understanding that the world doesn't revolve around them and what they're asking of their people that support them is too much. What they're
The
demanding
other
is
thing
too
as well,
much.
which I forgot to mention, was there was, funny enough, last week. So what was that? Last Thursday, around last Tuesday, Wednesday, there was a real influx of people receiving waitlist conversions,
Oh yeah,
and it was like really, really, really high. So one guy I know received 10 waitlist conversions in one night. So there is clearly something happening there where they need the money. They get cancellation, they need the money. It's crazy. So
yeah, maybe. But
there's
good.
also companies. Why I never buy from Prime One. I don't care if they make a statue I love. At the end of the day, you should give your money to people who deserve it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't think this is like a team sport in terms of like collecting, but I think we should all have a little bit of a sleep at night policy and know that really you get up each day and you slug your fucking guts up and you earn your money, you earn your crust, right? And you have a little bit left over once your bills are paid, once the food is in, once the heating's done, and once the fucking lights can stay on. Once you've got past all that, which is really expensive at the moment, by the fucking way, once you've filled your car up with gas or petrol, whatever the fuck it is, diesel that you're using, once you've gone through all that, you've got a little crust left, got a little bit left just for yourself. And you decide, you know what, might treat myself to something. You want to get on a payment plan and buy something for yourself, something that makes you feel good when your working day is done. You can sit and enjoy it with your eyes. You can take a bit of pride in it. That's what this hobby is. Don't get fucking confused. It is a little bit of an escape from a rigmarole of fucking graft. Don't be confused. So no one has the fucking right to tell anybody else how they should be doing that. And I feel that them being like, you know what, we're not going to treat you very good, means that really, what are you giving them? Why are you giving it to them? Give it to
Yeah.
someone else. Fucking buy your kids something, buy your wife something extra, right? Put a smile there. Fuck them. Buy some from somebody else. Start a different line. Collect something else. Fucking start fishing. If that's all there's out there and that's how they're going to treat you, why would you want to be part of that? They have to ask that because in the end, we're meant to enjoy it. And
Yeah.
basically telling people you can't fucking comment on our stuff and you can't call us out when we're wrong. You know, otherwise we're going to start fucking naming names and fucking calling you fucking bullies and all that. Nah, man. No. Work fucking damn hard for that money. And we want to feel that it's going to a fucking place where they actually give a shit that they've got it because we fucking grafted to get it. Understand what I mean?
All right, I think
That's
we'll
how
end
I
it
feel
there.
anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
I'm
I
funny like
agree.
that I'm funny like that when I go shopping. I go to my local Sainsbury's where I live because the people that work in there, they live around my estate. I see them everywhere. When I go out with the kids on the bikes, I see them going to their houses and whatever else. Most of them live locally. I feel connected. So if I'm going to get some bread or even some beans, or some fucking, it might be better mangoes up in Tesco's fucking all the way up the road, but ain't my local place. And I feel a little bit of a connection doing that. That then people going to work and they're grafting because there's produce in that I'm buying. I feel like we're all connected in that way. This isn't that, man. What's Prime want to do in it isn't that. This
No.
is we want the money and you can fucking shut up and lump it or we'll fuck you straight off. And that's a dangerous game to play, man. Anyway, I think we've covered it from fucking top to bottom. Yeah.
All right. We'll end it there anyway. What we'll do then is, we'll end it. We'll come back next week. We'll try and go over some actual products, some new products rather than the chats. Maybe we'll have less topics. But yeah, thanks for watching. Do the usual like, comment, subscribe, and share. And as I said, I did do this in landscape and portrait mode, so we'll see how that goes. It may be that will just get scrapped next week. I think the best way to do it is actually what we did before, where we did the live show, and I think then on the Saturday we just reran it as landscape portrait. Sorry,
Yeah.
I think that worked out better in the end. All right, thanks everyone. You take care, and we'll see you next week. Bye
God
bye.
bless you all. Take care.